So you've heard the glowing stories, right? You've seen the picture-perfect social media posts.
Mm-hmm.
But what does nobody truly tell you about pregnancy, birth, and that wild, often surprising ride of early parenthood?
Yeah,
For you, our listener who shared these incredibly insightful sources, we're diving deep into exactly that question today.
that's right. And our material for this deep dive, it comes from over 100 really candid personal stories
Hmm.
that were compiled by Becca Maberly in her book, Nobody Tells You.
Oh, yeah, great book.
And it also has some invaluable expert advice from obstetrician Roger Marwood.
Right. So our mission today is basically to unpack these unfiltered truths, maybe challenge some of those, persistent myths,
Mm-hmm.
and really equip you with the kind of real-world knowledge that often just gets overlooked in the usual narrative.
Exactly. We want to give you insights, practical advice, maybe some moments of recognition.
Yeah, make you feel prepared and, importantly, understood,
Mm.
not overwhelmed by it all.
Definitely not overwhelmed. So where do we start?
Let's start right at the beginning. Conception, which turns out can be pretty surprising.
It really can. One thing nobody really tells you is it could happen really quickly.
Right, like first month, quick.
Yeah. About 30% of couples trying to get pregnant in the first month. And honestly, that can be a genuine shock if you weren't quite ready for that speed.
It really can. It
Yeah.
shows how, our expectations get set, even about trying, and reality just doesn't always match.
Mm-hmm. But then, of course, there's the flip side, the long journey.
Oh, definitely. Suki Ono's story in the book is so powerful. She talks about with
4 years, 7 rounds of IVF, 5 missed miscarriages, and many highs and lows, just to have her son.
wow. And her experience really highlights something important, doesn't it?
It really does. That sometimes, male infertility needs a proper look. Just rushing into IVF isn't always the answer.
Yeah, it can lead to so much heartbreak that maybe could have been avoided with earlier checks.
Or things like rare blood groups, immune system issues. Investigating those before multiple IVF rounds is so crucial.
And what about people who are pregnant after a loss? That must be incredibly difficult.
Oh, absolutely. The sources say pregnancy after a loss like this can be very difficult, dominated by feelings of anxiety and fear.
Which is completely understandable.
Totally. And
Yeah.
the advice is clear. Talk about it. Talk to people, your midwife, your doctor.
Don't be embarrassed to ask for extra support,
Mhm.
right? Or extra scans.
Exactly. And really don't feel pushed to get the nursery ready super early or anything. Just focus on yourself.
That's such good advice. And it's important to challenge other assumptions too, isn't it? Like about body size.
Definitely. Holly Burgess shared such a positive story. She said, "My plus-size pregnancies were amazing."
That's great to hear.
Yeah, she makes the point that it's totally possible to conceive easily, have a healthy pregnancy, a healthy birth. Maybe with some extra monitoring, sure, or different birth choices considered, but
You challenge that often quite negative narrative you hear.
it really does.
Okay, so moving into early pregnancy itself. Morning sickness. We all hear about it, but
But nobody tells you morning sickness can last all day.
right. All day sickness.
Yeah. And the book gives some practical tips like, always having gum or a toothbrush handy,
Okay.
little things.
But it's also crucial to know when it's not just morning sickness, isn't it? When it's something more severe.
Absolutely. Hyperemesis gravidarum, or HG. Mandy Gower put it so vividly. Puking multiple times an hour for 12 hours straight isn't normal.
Gosh, that sounds horrendous.
It is. It affects you mentally, physically.
Mm.
It's profound. But the key message is there is safe medication available.
That's so important to know.
And there's support, too, like the UK Charity Pregnancy Sickness Support. They do amazing work.
Okay. And another thing in early pregnancy that can cause a lot of fear is bleeding.
Oh, yeah, super scary. But bleeding in early pregnancy is common, apparently. Happens in at least 1 in 4 pregnancies.
1 in 4, wow.
Yeah, and crucially, it doesn't automatically mean you're losing the baby.
So what should you do?
Get a scan. Your GP or an early pregnancy unit, an EPU, they can usually sort that out quickly. Sometimes it's just implantation bleeding.
Right, okay. That's reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
So let's shift gears now to the physical journey, the bump, the birth, because the body changes in ways nobody quite spells out.
They really don't. And one surprise, being pregnant a second or third time isn't necessarily easier.
Really. You'd think you'd know the ropes.
You'd think. But people share stories of more anxiety, scares about things like blood clots. Each pregnancy is just its own thing.
That makes sense. Every time is different.
Exactly. But on a positive note, another myth busted is about exercise.
Ah, yes, that you have to wrap yourself in cotton wool.
Right. But nobody tells you that you can stay fit and still carry out an exercise program while pregnant. It's actually really good for you and the baby and for the birth itself.
Good to know. Okay, now, something a bit more delicate. Pelvic floor.
Ah, yes. The unexpected leaks.
Someone in the book was very candid, saying, pissing myself when I needed a wee and sneezed.
Happens to so many people. And that's where pelvic floor exercises, Kegels, are absolutely vital.
Why are they so important?
Well, they support your bladder, your bowel, even sexual function. It's not just about stopping leaks, it affects a lot.
Okay, so how do you actually do them? People talk about them, but...
Right, it can be confusing. Jane Wake, the pelvic floor expert in the book, gives great advice. She says, imagine you're trying to stop yourself peeing,
Okay.
and at the same time, imagine you're trying to stop yourself passing wind.
Right.
And then you pull both those muscles upwards together. That simultaneous lift is the key.
Okay. Stopping pee and wind, pull up together. Got it.
Exactly. And the best news, it is never too late to start squeezing, even after birth.
That is good news.
Yeah.
Now, shifting focus slightly, how about how you feel about your changing body?
Well, Lexi Ullman shared this really lovely perspective. She said, I have never loved my body so much as during my pregnancy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, she encourages everyone to embrace it, document it, see it as this amazing miracle of growing a human, a nice counter to all the negativity sometimes.
That really is. And related to body image, stretch marks, lotions and potions.
Ah, the eternal question. Basically, the book says, no amount of lotions or potions will keep these marks at bay. It's mostly down to genetics.
That'll save your money.
Well, they can help with itching or discomfort, so maybe not entirely. But they won't magically prevent the marks if you're genetically prone.
Right. Good to manage expectations. Okay, the main event, birth. What's the unfiltered truth there?
A big one is, your plans may all go out of the window, but it will still be okay.
That sounds familiar.
Cassandra Hall's story is a great example. Planned a home birth, ended up with a positive hospital induction. It worked out fine.
So birth is not like a room service menu.
Exactly. You can't just order it up precisely how you want, but a positive experience is still totally possible, even if it looks different from your plan A.
And the pain. Let's be honest.
It hurts. Contractions hurt, often described like really strong period pains that get more intense.
But you don't just have to endure it, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If you are finding the pain unbearable, then you have the option of pain relief. And crucially, there's no shame or sense of failure in using it.
I like the analogy in the book.
The tooth pulling one, yeah. You wouldn't have a tooth pulled without pain relief, would you? Why should birth be different?
Exactly. It cuts through that societal pressure. And what about epidurals?
Often called the most effective form of pain relief possible, Laura Hadrill described feeling the relief, finally able to sleep, think, joke.
Sounds pretty good. Are they safe?
Very safe, yes. Usually given once you're in established labor, typically cervix more than 3 centimeter dilated.
Okay. Now, for some of the less glamorous realities of labor.
Ah, you mean the poo?
Yep. Philip Excel's story was brilliant. Nobody tells you that you might poo in front of your partner and that he might have to wipe your bum.
Huh. It's such a common fear, but honestly, midwives have seen it all. It's actually often a sign you're pushing effectively.
Good to know. Though maybe skip the pre-labor vindaloo.
Probably wise advice from the book, yeah. No one wants to see that vindaloo making its way out again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the actual pushing, what does that feel like?
The description is pretty visceral, like squeezing an orange out of your nostril.
Wow.
Technique-wise, it's usually taking a big breath, chin to chest, push down into your bottom, and expect that 3 steps forward, 2 steps back thing as the baby moves down. It's normal.
And sometimes things don't go to the expected schedule, do they?
No, nobody tells you that it might happen earlier than you expected. About 8 in 100 babies in the UK are born prematurely.
Like Annabelle's story in the book.
Yeah, her baby arrived at 29 weeks, rushed to NICU. Things can change fast. You have to be adaptable.
And cesarean sections, C-sections, what about those? Especially emergency ones.
They can feel really scary. Janie Carey talked about the red buzzer, the sudden rush and chaos.
Sounds terrifying.
It can feel like it, but the book points out that usually, even in that emergency scenario, there isn't an immediate life or death risk. It's about getting the baby out safely and efficiently.
That's reassuring. And any practical tips for someone having a C-section?
Yeah, the book mentions a few things to expect. Like, you might see a metallic light reflection above you.
Oh, right.
You might hear a sort of gurgling sound from inside, maybe smell blood. The baby might not cry instantly, but usually does within a minute or so.
And the timing.
Delivery itself is quick, maybe 5 minutes, but the stitching up takes way longer, like 30 to 60 minutes. Usually, you or your partner can hold the baby during that time, though.
Skin to skin is still possible then.
Often, yes.
Yep.
Good. Okay, we've made it through pregnancy and birth. Now, the postnatal period, body, mind, relationships, it's a whole new world.
Starting with those first few days, the postnatal ward. What's the reality there?
Often not great, according to the stories. Nobody tells you what postnatal wards can be like. Busy, noisy, sometimes understaffed.
One person said, "Your bum hardly touches a seat all day."
Exactly. It can be tough. But there are tips to cope. Ask your partner to stay as much as possible. Get them to bring in decent food.
Good idea.
Use the pain relief offered. And pack essentials, earplugs, maybe antibacterial wipes, because the loos can be, well,
Kicky.
that was the word used, yes. And talking to other moms on the ward can be a lifesaver, too.
And how long do you actually stay? Do you go home the next day?
Not always. You might not go home the next day. Holly stores in for a week with an infection.
Wow. So it varies.
Yeah. Vaginal birth, often next day if all's well. C-section, maybe 3 days. But complications can definitely extend it. Don't assume you'll be out super quick.
And then you get home. That first moment.
Can be a shock. Charlotte Inston was home really fast before breakfast, but then got negative comments about it.
Oh, people can be unhelpful.
Right. Emily Sandy remembered her cat looking like it had doubled in size, and just that sudden weight of new responsibility.
So the advice is just focus on basics.
Pretty much. Feed baby, feed you, change nappies, sleep when you can. Everything else can wait.
Okay, let's talk post-birth body realities. The ones nobody mentions. Like the first poo.
Oh, God, yes. Nobody tells you how painful and messy your first poo as a new mom can be.
Ouch. Advice.
Maybe avoid looking in the mirror for a bit. But seriously, reassurance, it will get better. Drink water. Maybe use stool softeners if needed.
Okay, what else?
Night sweats. Camilla Richardson said she had to sleep on a towel because I was drenching my bed sheets every night.
Ugh, why does that happen?
Hormones, just your body getting rid of excess fluid and adjusting back. It's common, apparently, but pretty gross.
Have piles?
Hemorrhoids, yeah. Those lovely swollen veins around your bottom can happen during pregnancy, birth from pushing, or postnatal.
Fun times. Any relief tips?
Moist wipes instead of dry loo roll, warm baths, maybe a donut cushion if sitting hurts. Keep hydrated.
Right. And hair loss. People worry about that.
Yeah, nobody tells you your hair might fall out, but it's totally normal. Your estrogen levels drop after birth, so you shed the extra hair you kept during pregnancy.
So it grows back.
It does. Might be a bit tufty for a while as the new growth comes in, but it comes back. Don't panic.
Okay. Now, the big one. Body image. That pressure to bounce back.
Oh, it's huge. But Trudy Eade put it so brilliantly. Nobody tells you how to bounce back to your pre-baby body because you didn't.
Love that honesty.
Yeah, she talks about excess skin, wider hips, the reality. The focus should be on being healthy and feeling good, not punishing yourself for some unrealistic ideal.
Some people do seem to snap back quickly, though.
Genetics play a huge role. Some women do, others hold on to the softness longer.
Yeah.
Both are normal. It's not a competition.
And sometimes perspective shifts, right?
Yeah.
Like with C-section scars.
Exactly. Ellie Thompson found she was weirdly fond of it, saw it as a reminder of her body's strength, her journey. Not a flaw at all.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. Okay, shifting to emotions and relationships. The baby blues.
Ah, yes. Nobody tells you we all get the baby blues. Even Becca Maberly, the author, shared her own story.
What did she say?
She crashed on day 4. After feeling euphoric initially, suddenly overwhelmed by crying, sore boobs, visitors, feeling ashamed of feeling low.
It's so common, though, isn't it, that hormonal dip?
Absolutely. It's normal. And it's also normal to worry a lot.
Like, really worry.
Yeah, intensely worry about the baby's safety. Even having nightmares about it, that protective instinct kicks in hard.
And relationships.
Yes.
Especially with your partner. That changes, too.
Hugely. Nobody tells you your relationship with your partner will change. There's a big shift in the load. Often more falls on the woman, physically and emotionally.
Leading to resentment sometimes.
Very common. Emma Alkis talked about feeling angry, watching her partner sleep through feeds while she was exhausted.
So what's the advice?
Talk about it. Communicate. Plan how you'll share things before the baby arrives, if possible. Be aware it's going to be a shift.
And just acknowledging that it's hard, motherhood is hard.
It really is. Nobody believes anyone doesn't find motherhood hard. And feeling isolated is common too, especially these days.
Because we don't have that built-in village anymore.
Often not, no. So be kind to yourself, let the small stuff go. You're likely doing it with less support than previous generations.
Which leads perfectly to that idea. It takes a village.
Exactly. Saima Mir missed her Pakistani community's tradition 40 days of postnatal confinement with loads of support. She felt the isolation keenly without it.
So the message is,
Create your own villages. Reach out. Neighbors, other moms, antenatal groups, family, friends. Build that support network. Don't try to do it all alone.
we also need to touch on birth trauma. It's real.
Very real. Annabelle's story of a scary, fast delivery left her with anxiety. If your birth felt traumatic, please seek help. Your feelings are valid.
And that connects to wider postnatal mental health, PND and anxiety.
Yes. Postnatal depression and anxiety are real illnesses. Symptoms can range from mild to severe.
What should people do if they're worried?
Talk to someone, your midwife, health visitor, GP. Especially if you have scary thoughts, like about harming your baby. You will get help, not judgment. That's crucial.
Absolutely crucial.
And briefly, postpartum psychosis. It's rare, but serious. Needs immediate expert help, but most women do make a full recovery.
And it's not just mums, is it? Dads struggle too.
Definitely. Nobody tells you we have to ask dads if they are okay too. Mark Williams shared his experience of panic attacks and anxiety after his wife's difficult birth.
Their emotions often get completely overlooked.
They really do. We need to check in on partners too.
Okay, deep breath. Let's move into the day-to-day stuff. Finding your rhythm, finding support, feeding the baby.
Right. And the reality is, nobody tells you you might struggle to breastfeed.
There's so much pressure, isn't there?
Immense pressure, often without enough actual practical support. The message from the book is, yes, breast is best, is the official advice, but if you need to give your baby formula, this is not a failure on your part. Fed is best. Your mental health matters too.
Absolutely. What about co-sleeping?
It's a divisive one. Janine Solis said, nobody tells you that co-sleeping feels so good, so natural, and so instinctive.
It does seem natural for many, but there are safety warnings.
Yes, and it's vital to be aware of the risks, like SIDs. Advice varies. The key is to get reliable information, like from the Lullaby Trust, and make an informed choice that feels safe for your family.
Okay. And those endless feeding sessions.
Eh.
Cluster feeding.
Oh, yeah. Described as a marathon in not moving. Baby just wants to feed constantly off in evenings.
Sounds exhausting.
Totally. But it's normal. It helps build your milk supply. The advice, give into it. Get comfy on the sofa, snacks, water, Netflix. Write it out.
And feeding in public, that can be daunting.
It really can be. Nobody tells you how to prepare for breastfeeding in public. Sho and Mendeluk actually got asked to leave restaurants.
What? That's awful and illegal, right?
Absolutely illegal in the UK to ask a breastfeeding woman to leave a public place. Know your rights. Tips include wearing comfy clothes, maybe a scarf if it makes you feel better, but you don't have to cover up.
Good to know. Okay, the sheer tiredness.
No matter how many times people tell you that you will be tired, you just don't really get it until you're in it.
So true.
It feels relentless and soul-destroying at times. But remember, it is a phase. It does get better, honestly.
And the crying. Especially when you put them down.
Oh, that's a killer. Nobody tells you babies cry when you put them down. It feels like it rips your heart out.
Why do they do that?
Evolutionary survival instinct, basically. They feel safest close to you. But here's the key takeaway. It's okay to let them cry for a few minutes while you shower or pee. Seriously. They will be okay. You need that too.
Okay, permission granted. And apparently, we become superheroes.
Yes. Nobody tells you that when you become a parent, you will automatically become a multitasking legend.
Like changing a nappy while on the phone.
Exactly. Or cooking with a baby strapped to you. Chesley Crispuen advises learning what tasks go together baby in the bathroom while you shower, that kind of thing. You just figure it out.
But some days, it's just hard.
Yep. Rachel Sobel said it plainly. Nobody tells you that sometimes it's shit.
Refreshing honesty.
Isn't it? Loving being a mom doesn't mean you love every second, especially at 2 a.m. with a screaming, colicky baby. It's normal to find moments really, really tough. It doesn't mean you love them any less.
And privacy. Kiss that goodbye.
Pretty much. Nobody tells you you will never shower in peace again. From a newborn crying the second you step in to a toddler demanding you wipe their bum through the door.
Oh, the glamour.
Again, it's okay for them to cry for a few minutes while you get clean. It's self-preservation.
And that 6-week checkup. Is it the big all-clear moment?
Often
Hmm.
not. Jennifer Jones found hers really anticlimactic. GPs are busy, appointments are short.
So advice.
Advocate for yourself. If you have physical or mental health concerns, book a double appointment so you actually have time to talk properly.
Good tip. Let's widen the lens now. Different family structures, different experiences, single parenting.
Victoria Jones offered a really interesting take. Nobody tells you it's easier, but she clarified.
Easier than what?
Easier than being in a toxic relationship. For her, being a single mom was less stressful. But finding that support network, your village of friends, becomes even more vital.
And raising children from minority backgrounds brings unique challenges.
Absolutely. Robert Douglas spoke powerfully about how to raise Black children while navigating racism, seeking representation.
And he mentioned that shocking statistic.
Yeah, that Black mothers in the UK are 5 times more likely to die from complications during pregnancy and childbirth. It's unacceptable. It highlights the urgent need for anti-racism in healthcare and everywhere.
So important. On a lighter note, making new friends.
Yes. Nobody tells you new mom friends are amazing. Ciandando called them her tribe.
People you can share the nitty-gritty with.
Exactly. The sweaty boob jokes, the tears, the laughter, they just get it. Antenatal groups, baby classes, even online friends can be a lifeline.
But sometimes finding that connection can be hard, especially if you feel like an outsider.
Definitely. Nilly Dahlia shared her experience about being a Muslim mom, feeling invisible in some baby groups due to unconscious bias.
What's the takeaway there?
Be aware. Reach out to moms who seem isolated. Educate ourselves and our kids about diversity. Make sure everyone feels welcome and seen.
And amidst all this, looking after yourself, self-care.
So important, but so hard to prioritize. Mia O'Brien realized self-care is so important, a necessity, not a luxury. It needs planning. You have to schedule it in.
Even 5 minutes can make a difference, though.
Absolutely. And accepting that sometimes it just feels monotonous.
Yeah, the Groundhog Day feeling.
Emily Ellington talked about the mind-numbing exhaustion, the endless cycle of chores. The reassurance is it's okay not to love every second as long as you love some of them. That feeling is normal.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's have a quick laugh at some of the truly terrible advice people get.
The book had some corkers, like, don't hold her too much, you will make her bones soft.
What? Or the one about keeping the house clean and,
Give your husband sex or he will go elsewhere. Appalling.
just awful. And the weirdest.
Have your baby exercise to get rid of eczema.
Okay, wow, just ignore advice like that, please.
Please do. It just shows the unhelpful noise that's out there.
So, bringing it all together, we've covered so much. Conception surprises, the physical journey, birth realities, the postnatal roller coaster.
Body, mind, relationships, the daily grind. It's messy, it's beautiful, it's challenging, it's full of things nobody tells you.
It really is a deeply personal journey, isn't it?
It is, and it's about navigating all those unexpected twists, the exhaustion, the self-doubt. But there's a really powerful message from the source we want to leave you with.
What's that?
Simply this. You are doing it. You're doing it. Yeah. Despite everything, the lack of sleep, the worries, that love you have, that strength you find, it means you're getting through it one moment at a time.
And remember this too, something else from the source. How you feel in any single moment. It
Well-
doesn't define how much you love your child or how good a parent you are.
Exactly. Those feelings, good or bad, they will recede like the tide. Ride them.
Ride the tide. I like that. So our final thought for you is reflect on your own journey. The real unfiltered version. Find your village, whoever that may be.
And embrace the authenticity of your experience. Know that in feeling all these things, you are absolutely, definitely not alone.